Hey guys, welcome back and happy Wednesday, which means happy Real Housewives of Beverly Hills and Dubai Day. All right, guys, well, we're back to talk about some Vanderpump Rules news because it looks like one of my friends, Scheana, has now officially gotten married again. Now, I don't mean again like throwing shade at it. I'm actually so happy for her because her and Brock joined Zach and I on stage at our Spilling Tea Live tour date. And when she did, and I met Brock for the first time, they're so, I mean, honestly, they're a great couple together. And she's so happy. He's so happy. And it just, you can see it. You can feel it when you're in their presence. So I really am. I'm ecstatic for her. I want to go over the wedding. And I also want to talk about Tom and Katie, who are now speaking about their divorce, how they're going to celebrate their anniversary and boundaries. But before we jump in, if you guys haven't already, go ahead, smash that like button. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. And with that, let's jump right in.
It's time for all your binge-worthy pop culture news. Welcome to Up and Adam.
All right, guys, so it looks like Sheena and Brock have officially tied the knot. And while this is their second time each getting married, this is his first wedding. So People, of course, People magazine covered the event and they had photos out before I think the wedding was even over, which I thought was pretty interesting. And listen, hey, good for her. But they got married and it seems like everybody was there, including Katie Maloney, who I originally did not think would be there, and Christina Kelly, who I also did not think would be there. So going through, people were asking who actually attended and was this awkward? How did it go? They got married in Mexico. Lala Kent was there. Literally every single person from the cast. I don't think Charlie Burnett was there, but I also don't think Charlie and Sheena get along. And I don't know why Charlie would be there to begin with. But for her bridesmaids were Ariana Maddox and also Raquel, who's James' ex. And then her maid of honor was her sister, Courtney. And then on top of that, Tom and Tom, of course, served as groomsmen for Brock. And I was really shocked, and I know we've talked about this a little bit, that Kristen Doty, Jax Taylor, and Brittany Cartwright were there because I don't know how they're going to navigate the filming of this. I guess they would just have to catch shots without them in it, because I don't think Bravo can really showcase them after firing them. And I saw a comment too. Let me just address this really quick. Someone said, Adam, Jack said that he wasn't fired and get your facts straight. And I'm like, girl, take a seat or several. He was absolutely fired. He put out the same statement as all of the other ones. They couldn't control the statements that they put out. Him and Brittany even addressed the fact that all of their statements looked the same when they exited. And it was because Bravo has control over how they put out their exit statements, right? And then on top of that, who's going to walk away? Because collectively between the two of them, they were raking in over $1 million a year to film for what, 2.5, 3 months? Who's going to walk away from that paycheck and not actually have a real job to lean into? So for you telling me that he wasn't actually fired and he decided to walk away on his own, and then Brittany Cartwright's out here doing interviews talking about how, you know, they have some things in the works and they're really hoping to make their reality TV return, it doesn't make sense. So again, there's a few seats over there in the back. Just take one of them. All right. Getting back to it, no shade here. So they said I do after being engaged for over a year and welcoming their daughter, Summer Moon. And she said, I just wanted to have a good time with every person who is important to us. She said that her and Brock were happy to be able to get that time for a few days with all of their friends and family to celebrate them. No, I was not invited to this wedding. I was invited to the last wedding, but I actually didn't go last minute because I was moving in a friend from Florida, and that friend ended up outing me to my whole family for being gay. So thanks, I should have went to the wedding. Getting back to it really quick though, how awkward do you think it was with Raquel serving as one of the bridesmaids and Jax Taylor? Okay, he's there. That's kind of strange. But then James Kennedy, he's there with his girlfriend and DJing the after party. I'm wondering how the interactions are between James Kennedy's new girlfriend, Ali Luber, but also his ex-fiance, Raquel. Now, going into the wedding, Sheena said that she wanted something that was simple and stress-free with neutral tones and family friendly. And she said that his sisters, Brock's sisters, actually made it from Australia. And this, since it was his first wedding, she just wanted him to be able to celebrate with his family as well. That was really important for her. And I'm sure it was because Sheena's one of the sweetest, girls I've ever met in my life. I'm sure she wanted all of their family to be there. And who doesn't like a good moment? She, I'm sure, loved her dress. She loved the fact that it was about them. That's what people do when they have a wedding. They want people there to celebrate them and their love. Yeah, it makes sense. I saw where someone said on Twitter, they're like, oh, Sheena didn't really want their family there or his family. She only cared about herself. I don't know what you're talking about unless you know her and you're having conversations that I'm not privy to. Maybe. Vanderpump Rules Katie Maloney also shared the status of her divorce with Tom and boundaries as they still remain friends amid their divorce. And they were at the wedding. They were both at the wedding. I was going to say together, but obviously they weren't together. She said that they have an upcoming anniversary and that while she's been to many weddings, she still felt like hers was the most magical. She said she's going to go back and rewatch the episode where they got married, but she said she won't do it drunk because she doesn't want to be a sad sack. Yeah. She said, I feel like I would, be remiss to not acknowledge that our anniversary, is coming up this year because we're still technically married until later this year. So she said she feels like they should go out to dinner and they should talk about all the good times. And he said too, that they're in such a good place that, listen, they're able to have conversations, that they get along, and that they're friends. They're good friends. Like they're the best divorcees I've ever heard of, because most people who get divorced, they're like, piss off. I want nothing to do with you. That's just like the normal person. But listen, if you can navigate it this way, all props to you. He was also saying that they have clear boundaries where they don't want to cross them because, what if Katie gets someone new in her life? Is she going to be sporting around Tom Schwartz like it's Dolores and Frank Catania? No, probably not. And vice versa. If Tom gets a new girl in his life, even though he said he has no interest right now in going out and dating, and he's very focused on his new bar with Tom Sandoval, he said, that would be, they just need to give each other those clear boundaries, which I see that. I'm curious to see how this season's going to play off, because I did say last time that I thought that Scheana's wedding would be the finale. This is obviously not the finale. Lisa Vanderpump wasn't there. I know for a fact this won't be the finale. I still have a feeling that it's going to be filming at Tom and Tom's new bar. And when they do, I think what's going to happen is we're going to have a transition into a new show. I could be wrong. I've been wrong before, but I don't think I'm wrong on this one. I want to hear what your thoughts are, though, on the wedding, on Tom and Katie navigating their divorce and spending their anniversary coming up together. Do you think it's strange? Are you applauding it? I know fans, Bravo fans, some people would be like, I don't care, but some people are really invested. They're on their 10th season. They've been on our screens for a long time. I'm curious. I want to pick your brain. So go ahead, comment below. And before you go, don't forget to smash that like button. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. Tomorrow we'll be back for the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills and Dubai recap. And no, for those of you who are asking, Stassi was not in attendance, nor was Lisa or Kim. We don't know why. We know that Stassi wasn't in attendance because she and Sheena are not friends. We have no idea why Lisa wasn't there. I'm sure there was a good reason, but it also just further proves that this was not the finale. So go ahead, comment below, and we'll see you next time. Bye, guys. Love you.